Good morning and welcome back to the allotment and the channel. Firstly, I'd like to just apologise. I didn't manage to get to do a video last weekend as I envisaged. I got a load of timber that came in and I started to do a garden bar for my daughter. That took up most of my time. So apologies for my absence. What I thought I'd do today, it's going to be a video of two halves, today and tomorrow. Today I'm just going to take you around and show you what I've been up to, how things are coming on the plot, and the second half, we're going off to North Yorkshire to visit my daughter on the farm. So I'm thinking I'll take you up there, show you the beautiful scenery, and also I'm going to check out how my daughter's doing with her growing. She's just started, so she's a lot to learn, but she's loving it. So first of all, let's crack on and let's have a look how things are doing on the plot. First of all, let's start with the jobs I've not done and I've not got round to. This bed here with the Montbretia in. I've been going on rabbiting on how I'm going to get this tidied up, get some rose hedge in there. I've just not done it. I've got this big sapling here that's got to come out, so I've got to make that a priority within my time limit of the second week by the end of the second week in June. Tools down, hoe up, and that's all I want to be doing. And this is the other side of the bed that needs doing as well. Well, let's go on to I've got the tomatoes planted as I showed you. Those are all in, and they always tend to look a little bit sickly when they first go in, but once they get the roots down, they do pick up. And there's the second bed there. So I think I've got 30 outdoor tomatoes between the two beds. Over here, we've got the first bed of potatoes. I believe those are King Edward. I've got a label somewhere. Onto the second bed, all looking very healthy. I mounded them up as much as I could. I believe those are Cara. And then over this way, we've got I believe Desiree. So yeah, all looking good, except these on the very end. They don't look too healthy, but we'll give them a chance. I'm going to give them a bit of water, see how they go on. The leeks, I've got to really keep watering these, because we've got those like aeration balls that I got from one of the bags of compost that we get from the local constabulary. And I've thrown that into the bed, so I've got to be careful that the roots aren't wedged between those balls and not actually getting down to the down into the soil. So I'm keeping watering them. Some of them are looking a little bit sad, but fingers crossed, like everything else, it picks up. So the first bed of sweet corn, and that's Early King, and that's looking quite good. I went round with the hoe the other day, so the majority of the weeds have been topped off. Over to this bed here, courgettes and the fennel are doing well. That one in the corner there is a replacement courgette because the first one got ate by snails. But overall, quite pleased. I've still got a spare one of those just in case. And there's the basil and the beetroot. I've got some dill that I'm going to put over there. I've only got 4 plants. A plot neighbour gave me them. I'm going to ask see if he's got any more. It's lovely, his dill on fish. Over onto this bed, the rainbow chard is looking really good. I do believe the pigeons are having a peck at that, so I'll keep an eye out. They don't often touch that, but It seems something's having a go. And the fennel there as well. The runner beans, I think, are starting to pick up. As one of my subscribers said, they do tend to feel sorry for themselves for the first few weeks, so hopefully they'll do that. Here's the red flash onions. Really pleased with how the onions from seed are doing. They seem to have got the roots down now and are coming on quite well. I think out of those red flash, I think I've only lost about 3, so I'm pleased with that. We move on to the second bed of sweet corn. This is the stuff that the seeds are collected off the cob. They're looking really, really healthy, so pleased with them. On to the Romanesco. Oh, looking very good. As I say, I did a little bit of hoeing. I've missed 1 or 2 there, but we'll get on to those. Second bed of the collected sweet corn seeds. Again, looking lovely. I've got a squash over there near the fence. Looking a bit sad. I'll give that plenty of water, see how we go. And here we go with the, I believe these are Bedfordshire Champion. Bedfordshire Champion. And they're looking champion, to be fair. I'm really pleased with them. Over here, those tough sprouts. Remember I showed you quite a few weeks ago, they were getting battered by the slugs. Well, they've bounced back. They've bounced back. So, I'm really pleased there. Overwintering onions, starting to put a little bit of size on now. Down there we've got some shallots. And again, some overwinterers here and shallots. I think some of them shallots are starting to go a bit yellow, so I might start taking some of those for the old summer barbecues. And these are the Ailsa Craigs, again looking fantastic. I've had a disaster with garlic this year. As I told you before, the first lot all got rotted off with the wet weather that we'd had, and I bought these I think about January sometime. I think I put them in towards mid-January. Disaster. I don't even think I'm going to wait for those. I think I'm going to clear that bed. I might put something else in. Right, let's bob into the greenhouse. Let's see how we're going on in there. So as you can see, we've had a real good tidy up and clear out, and I've managed to put on all my peppers. So they're all in this pot now, these pots, and there will be for the next, I would say, probably month or so, and then they'll go into the final pots. But as you can see, looking really nice and healthy. I potted them in there just with a normal compost, and I used some of the Vitax organic fertilizer just mixed in with that compost. Still got 1 or 2 melons. I'm going to get some big buckets and put these in the greenhouse. I rescued some spare fennel, and here's the dill in these cups, and what a beautiful scent they've got. Really, really smell gorgeous. I've got an outdoor cucumber to go out there, a couple of outdoor cucumbers, and I believe this is a courgette, but one of the round ones. They're the spare sprouts that I sowed in anticipations of the ones that I've just showed you failing. So I'm going to try and find a bed for that, and maybe use where the garlic is, and I'll stick those in there and get a big net over top of them. Or some spare seedlings. There's a celeriac. There's a celery. What I've got going on here is I've got some basil. I've got some little gem lettuce. I've got some, what's that saying here? Swede, best of all. because the turnips that I put in failed, and then I've got some Tom Thumb and some Mizuna in those, so, and you can see they're just starting to come up, and I've got a couple of beds at the bottom of the plot there. Right, let's get down onto the bottom half of the plot. I need to crack on and get this sun shelter tidied up once and for all. Won't take me 2 minutes to get that cracked off, to be fair. I need to also get myself some trellis for this honeysuckle. It's taken off, but it's got nowhere to grow to, so I'm gonna have to think about that. Right, in the first bed we've got some red cabbage. There we go. And some normal cabbage. I think that's Brendan. They're looking really well. There's the broad beans, not doing too bad. We'll just spin round into this greenhouse. As you can see, the tomatoes are really coming on now on both sides. So I've started to feed the ones on the left there. At the back, I've got the canes in ready to get them supported. So yeah, quite pleased with the small greenhouse. Over here we've got the grandkids sunflower competition. They'll all draw a number. There's 12 altogether there because Grandad's taking part this year. They'll all draw a number, and whoever's is the biggest will get a tenner. Whoever's the third, they'll get £8. Whoever's second, sorry, will get £8, and whoever's third will get £6. I know this is going to cost me a fortune. Can't leave them out, can we? Got to treat them all the same. I might reduce the price money and just equal it out at the end. Right, over here, my other outdoor toms. And again, this bed here, last year, all looked a little bit sorry for themselves, but they soon picked up, and I got quite a lot of tomatoes from here. They're money maker, those ones. The ones over here last year again were the same. I think last year I had in here Mascotka, and I had to do the change the compost, but these ones seem to have picked up and they're looking great. There's all the blown leeks there. This is a spare bed. And we go, the big dahlia there. Put a couple of small annual dahlias in there. That should start to bud up soon, should that. Over here we've got some spare red flash onions that I did from seed. Again, all looking healthy. Got some salad leaves in this bed here, looking great. And then managed to get the kale in. I know that this net is going to need heightening. It's only sort of knee high. Those grow a lot bigger than that, but it was just a temporary fix just to get it out of the greenhouse and out of the warm. Again, we've got some more red cabbage and normal cabbage there. Some of it's getting a tad bitten into, but I'm not too bothered. You know, the majority of those are looking quite good. And I've got another bed across there. The squash, all looking a little bit meh. So I think I'm going to give them a big water and hopefully they'll pick up. I tend to find I get that though. Things start to look like that at the beginning and then they pick up. There are the parsnips that I did from transplanting. As I say, I lost about 6 out of there, which were unfortunate. And then these are, I think, the gladiator that one of the subscribers told me to plant direct, and I sowed them direct and they've all done really well. I think I've got a small one coming in that little gap there, so that's been successful. So thank you to that person, whoever it is, I can't remember quite yet. Strawberries, I had a massive strawberry in there and something got in and ate it. I don't know what it is. There we've got the carrots that I did on the tape with my daughter. And the beetroot, I weeded that out the other day and that's looking really good. And these apples are looking so healthy. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, because we had to take down the big trees because of disease, hoping that these do well. Right, let's spin around over here. The flower beds, 2 cannas there, and some more dahlias have gone in. I should start to pick up should that bed. Over there, the Bruglia Gorbosa is coming into flower as well. Looks like I've got some lovely pears coming on here. So I'm really pleased with this fruit, bar the nectarine, which has died. So I think I'm going to put the fig there. Again, some juicy apples here. Look at those. And then the flower bed is looking nice and tidy. Not too many on that. But we have plenty again on this one. So yeah, things are looking well on the plot. And I'm hoping, oh yes, and I managed to get that wood sorted and stacked. So I think with that and that, I think I can take my mind off the wood. Oh yeah, I had some spare Indian stone flags left off a job. I thought it'll come in handy there, you know, because it often gets quite muddy down there in winter. So bobbed them there. Some pallets that my logs were stacked on. Need to do something with them, and obviously I've got to sort that. So that's the allotment done. I'm now halfway to North Yorkshire. Thought I better stop off for an obligatory pint. The wife's taking over the driving from here. So next stop, North York Moors. I'll show you more. I'm just driving through Pickering, which I've got to say is probably the place that I'd love to retire to. A nice, busy town. Not too busy. We've got to get through Pickering and then we take a right and then we end up on the moors. But such a lovely place. Absolutely beautiful place. We're now off the beaten track and heading down all the country lanes just outside Pickering, and eventually we'll be going over the tops. Beautiful English countryside, Yorkshire countryside. Got to dip in and out of the woodland before we get to the top. Some lovely rhododendrons. Beautiful. And here we go over this cattle grid and you are on the tops. Just take you across there. Beautiful. Right guys, I'll see you when I get to the farm. I said I'd see you at the farm. but this view, I better pull over and just show you. It's absolutely stunning. Windy, but stunning. Right guys, definitely see the farm. We're at the farm. Beautiful, lovely hillsides. Right, we're going to get in, we're going to get a beer. Let's go, Bev. Well, hello again. I'm at the farm with my daughter Demi. I'm stood on the top step because she's taller than me. So we're just going to take her around. She's only got a few beds. We'll just have a quick look at them and see how she's doing. I'll score her out of 10. Thank you. Let's go. Don't forget, might be a tad windy. So Demi, we've got our
potatoes in here. Yes. So I went for 2 different ones. Yes. You were going for King Edward's, weren't you, as well? So
yes.
I've done King Edward's and Charlotte. Smaller.
You need to fill them up now.
They need filling. The thing I struggled, what I didn't do, I should have filled them when they were smaller.
Okay.
But they've obviously got a bit long. But I will. It's just a bit
top them up a little bit as soon as you can. Yeah. Right. On to you.
I mean, that's just in the past couple of days. To be fair, they weren't full like that.
You don't need to make excuses to me. Right. And we're on to.
This is the red cabbage, so you can see, so I've trialled, got my nets up, and I've trialled the eggshells for the snails.
Right.
Because some people say if you put eggshells around, they don't like crawling over it. Yeah, I mean, they're still being...
You haven't got much damage.
No.
There's not a lot of damage
that's
there.
it. And to be fair, there's no eggshells on them, and they're fine as well, so...
So we're on to the beetroot now.
The beetroot's great, isn't it?
I think it's better than mine, Demi, to be totally honest. So yeah.
I'm really pleased with it. Now the one thing is I did put manure in there, so
you could get a lot of green growth and not much beetroot, but you never know. I can see signs of it there.
When's the time to? I wonder when is the time to
normally about
that?
golf ball size.
I don't know until I pick one out.
You'll start to see them push out of the soil.
Oh really?
So yeah, you'll be fine.
So you'll see them like up there, and then when I see that, I take one out and
once you see, and it's about a golf ball. That's about ideal.
Right. Yeah. Oh no, but so I had a couple of extra red cabbage, look.
Yep.
So I just put them in pots because I didn't have enough space in that bed, but that's blown off. Obviously it's quite windy at the minute, but that's blown off. So
well, you made a good start, Demi. You made a good start.
Not bad. And then
tomatoes might struggle a bit windier.
Yeah, so we're going to move them.
Let's find somewhere a bit. Yeah.
It's just too windy, I think, up here.
Yeah.
So.
And they need to be watered every single day.
Yeah.
Can't ever let them dry out. They always water them.
Okay, yeah.
But.
And I started to make a frame, look. For them to climb up, because these are climbing up ones, aren't they?
Yeah, so you don't really want that here.
Surely.
I think you should be doing that down by the...
Down there.
Down there in shade. Right,
oh,
wait, we've got one more. One more.
Well, I've had my first harvest from the strawberry farm.
Oh.
I had it yesterday. So, lettuces that you gave me.
Yes.
And then this strawberry. And there's one getting going there as well. Oh, do you know what?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
And I did the old straw thing. And there's some strawberries in pots there.
Brilliant. That's not bad. That's not bad. I'm proud. The only green-fingered child I've got. Right, we'll see you down at the other end. And I'm just going to finish this video on a beautiful view. And I'm also going to give you a link to Bankhouse Farm, where you can come and stop in a lovely luxury bunk barn. See you soon. Before we go around to the other side, I'd just like to show you this wall that the son-in-law built. He's rather proud of it, and so he should be. It's absolutely beautiful. My sort of thing, and that's the sort of thing I want to do down in the garden around my my little pond. So I'll take a little bit of inspiration from that. Right, so a fantastic place to end the video. A little bit different this time. I won't end videos with a brilliant view like that very often. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for all my new subscribers. Stay with me on the journey, and I'll see you next time. And what do we normally say, children? 1, 2, 3.
Happy growing!